I ain't gonna lie to you. I like this 6 o'clock time. What better I do than 7 o'clock time? We'll do roll call. Councilwoman Doss.
Here.
Councilwoman Vickers.
Here.
Councilwoman Fletcher.
Here.
Councilman Siner.
Here.
Councilman Dowdy. Mayor Fletcher. And Reporter Siner is here. We do have a quorum. At this time, I am going to ask for a motion to enter into an executive session to discuss personnel matters with our attorney.
So moved.
Second the motion.
We do have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Alrighty, guys, we are going to go into an executive session. How long do you think?
We'll see.
Okay. Could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 5 hours, so we'll say.
5 hours, we're locking you in.
Alrighty, we are coming out of executive session. I will say that no decisions were made, no votes were cast under executive session. I do want to read that pursuant to a special meeting on December the 2nd, 2025, Council had appointed Councilwoman Vickers to investigate a personnel complaint. We have attempted to investigate the complaint, but was not provided any information regarding their complaint. So after numerous attempts to get such information, I need a motion to close the investigation for failure to cooperate.
I'll make that motion.
All right, I have a motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
I just missed
The ayes have it. I will say, I know there was a lot of noise out there about we were going to try to sneak in a police chief. I will tell you that was not the intention of this council, and that was not the intention of this meeting. It was actually to close out a complaint. So with that being said, I do need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Yes, sir.
What was the complaint about?
Cannot tell you that due to it being a personnel matter. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose.
Personnel matter, what kind of personnel
It
matter?
is a personnel matter that I cannot disclose. I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Are we getting closer to police chief or, no, like bringing somebody in
No.
or no hiring?
I can't really speak to that matter, Daniel, to be honest with you. To hire a police chief?
No, I'm just talking about like just all officers.
Yeah, we actually have talked to a couple officers for some part-time help. But as far as full-time, that's gonna be up to civil service.
No, that's something y'all's gonna carry on the civil service, or is that something like the town of Belle's gonna try to get out of the civil
Yes,
service?
town cannot get out of it. The only way the town can actually get out of civil service, which is my understanding is we have to go without a police force for 1 year. And then, at that point, you could go without civil service, but the first person that you would call to hire back would be the police officer that was actually still with us when we closed out, if that makes sense.
We have no intention of doing.
But we have no, I can tell you, we have no intention to.
No, I just, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
just, I started looking at it, so I started questioning. Like,
Sure, I understand.
What's gonna happen? It could happen, though, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yep,
So,
but no, we have no.
But I will say this, okay? Everybody thinks that if we don't have a police department, that it'll close down the town, that it'll become unincorporated, and that's not true. How a town becomes unincorporated is whenever they get that they can't pay their bills, then the county comes in and takes over. And if the county would come in and take over, which we don't want, okay, then we would have to go to like waste management for our trash, which I'm sure we pay a lot more for it than what we are for us.
$20.
We would have to, we wouldn't have any police department,
right.
and we wouldn't have any mayor or any ordinances. So we would end up like Rand, basically. They could park junk cars or trash or whatever. So no, this council does not want to see that happen, Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I'm running again, because I still live there. I still have a vested interest.
Well,
in
yeah,
the
I'm
town to
concerned,
succeed.
too. I plan to move, and I know y'all wanna leave or whatever, and I plan to move away, it's not because of the town, but I just wanna I don't wanna walk upstairs anymore. And so,
Okay, well, I understand
but
that.
I want the value of the house to stay there.
Absolutely.
So when I start looking around and, look at other streets and I see tarps on the roofs and gutters hanging
Sure.
down. And it's not just like here in the last 3 weeks, you know what I mean?
I understand.
And I'm glad we can have this conversation without somebody yelling and screaming. So, it's aggravating to me, like, if I go to cut my tree down, somebody will pull in my front yard like Chief Glenn did and say, you gotta have a permit to do it.
Sure.
Shut up.
Just
Go find
ridiculous.
somebody else that ain't doing something, trying to make the place look better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the problem I got with when you talk about ordinances, are we following them, and that's something
Sure.
I'd like to bring up to meetings, but
I understand.
sometimes we can't get that
Sure.
done, you see what I'm saying?
Sure. Well, keep in mind, I mean, the ordinances have to be, those type of ordinances have to be, enforced through the police officer at that point.
That's what I'm talking about, it's like, now we got the cops, and it's gonna escalate, you see what I'm talking about?
Well,
And next thing you know, there's more gutters and more trash, you're talking about rain, look around, there's a lot of it right now, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So 10th Street, there's a.
well, I'll be honest with you, there's
That's
not a
nice.
person sitting up here that don't agree with you, and would love to see it cleaned up.
And it's gonna be difficult, you know, what I mean, it's not. gonna be-
Absolutely.
It's not an easy task to do,
No,
when you start
absolutely.
issuing citations or warnings, and they're like, oh, start barking at you, whatever, throwing rocks, and.
All right, I do need a motion to, close the meeting.
Motion.
Who said that?
Kristen.
Krista, now I need a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it, doesn't that say aye? Aye. The ayes have it, all right, guys, thank you all.
I thought I